We're counting down the 15 biggest changes set to hit Woolworths in 2026, transformations that will redefine the way Australians shop. From futuristic shopping trolleys and AI-powered store layouts to new pricing strategies, stricter security, and even government-mandated payment rules, this ranking covers everything from the surprising to the revolutionary. Which upgrade will impact shoppers most? Let's find out, starting with number 15. Scan and go trolleys are changing the way shoppers move through Woolworths stores. At more than 35 locations across New South Wales, Victoria and Queensland, customers now grab a trolley fitted with a tablet-sized touchscreen. The process is simple. Unlock the device with an everyday rewards card, scan each item as it goes into your bag, and watch your total spend update in real time. This setup lets families keep a close eye on their budget, and regular users praise the time saved by skipping the checkout line entirely. Over 70% of shoppers who try Scan and Go come back to use it again. The technology is built in-house by Woolworths, not by an overseas partner, and is designed to connect directly with loyalty data, opening the door for future personalised offers. With each store rollout, the familiar routine of queuing at the register fades further into the past, replaced by a digital-first experience that puts control in the hands of the shopper. Coles made headlines with trolleys that don't just scan, they think. In select Melbourne stores, shoppers now use carts fitted with 4 cameras, weight sensors, and a load cell system that recognises almost any product as soon as it's placed inside. No barcode scanning, no bagging delays. The trolley's AI identifies each item in about 2 seconds, even loose produce, and adds it to your bill instantly. Customers can weigh, pay, and pack as they go, then walk straight out when done. Early trials show these AI trolleys can cut shopping time by up to 80% compared to the usual process. Woolworths is watching these pilots closely, with industry analysts tipping a similar system could hit Woolworths stores by late 2026. For now, most shoppers will still scan manually, but the future points to a world where the trolley does the work, turning every trip into a checkout-free experience. The race to automate the supermarket floor is well underway. Self-checkout is now the default at Woolworths. Nearly every supermarket, 98%, runs on these touchscreens, letting shoppers scan, pay, and bag groceries at their own pace. The numbers back up the hype. Average checkout times have dropped to just over a minute for a typical basket, about 30% faster than the old staffed lanes. But the rollout hasn't been smooth for everyone. For older Australians, the switch has created real barriers. 1 in 4 seniors reports trouble with self-checkout, from confusing prompts to difficulty handling items without help. Families with young kids sometimes struggle too, especially when juggling trolleys and tired children. Woolworths has responded by trialling hybrid zones in 20 stores, where staff are always nearby to assist or open a register if needed. The goal is to balance speed with service, but the debate over automation versus human help is far from settled. As technology pushes forward, the question of accessibility remains front and centre for millions of shoppers. Store exits in Melbourne have become a testing ground for Woolworths' latest security measures. Shoppers now push their trolleys through locked gates that only open once a purchase is verified, using technology that checks receipts or digital payments before letting anyone leave. The system relies on a laser grid and is backed up by ceiling cameras tracking foot traffic. Woolworths brought in these gates after retail theft jumped 25% in some locations, with staff reporting a wave of aggressive incidents tied to the cost of living crisis. Since the pilot began, internal reports suggest a drop in losses, up to 15% in the trial stores. But the crackdown hasn't gone unnoticed. Customer complaints about feeling watched or trapped have risen by 3%, according to recent survey data. Many worry that shopping feels more like passing through airport security than a quick grocery run. Staff now wear body cameras for their own safety, a move unions support but privacy advocates question. As these gates roll out to more stores in 2026, the tension between security and shopper trust is shaping the next phase of Woolworths' transformation. Behind the scenes, Woolworths is building a new kind of engine room for online shopping. In late 2025, a $60 million customer fulfillment centre opened in Adelaide, spanning 60,000 square metres. This high-tech warehouse handles orders for home delivery and click and collect, but no regular shopper ever steps inside. Instead, the centre runs like a supermarket for robots and staff, with automated systems picking and packing up to 9 orders at once. Every week, it adds capacity for 15,000 extra online orders, doubling what Adelaide could deliver before. Out front, a 12-bay direct-to-boot area lets drivers collect groceries without leaving their cars. This is just the beginning. Construction is already underway for a Perth facility, and by the end of 2026, Woolworths plans to run 7 of these closed centres across Australia. The goal is simple: faster deliveries, more accurate orders, and a supply chain built for the demands of a digital-first future. Online grocery orders at Woolworths are growing at a pace few expected, up 20% every year since 2022. In Adelaide, more than 130 postcodes now get same-day delivery, a reach that covers nearly every suburb in the city. Next-day delivery is now standard across all major cities, with regional areas following close behind. The new customer fulfillment centres, like the one in Adelaide, power this network. Each can process and dispatch 9 separate orders at once, with a 95% on-time delivery rate. Direct-to-boot bays mean groceries are loaded straight into cars in minutes, while Woolworths' own drivers now handle 60% of all deliveries, cutting out delays from third-party apps. The result? Fresher food, fewer missed windows, and a level of convenience that is hard to beat. For busy families, late-night workers, and anyone short on time, the weekly shop is no longer tied to store hours or checkout queues. Delivery is now just part of daily life. Shoppers scanning the aisles at Woolworths in 2026 will find more than just new gadgets. They'll spot hundreds of everyday items with prices locked in place. From November 2025, more than 800 products across the store are guaranteed to stay at their lowest shelf price for at least 6 months. This isn't just a handful of specials. On average, prices on these essentials have dropped by 12.6%. Spanish olive oil, once $18 a bottle, now sits at $15. A 20-pack of sorbent toilet paper has gone from $10.90 down to $10. Even Supercoat dog food, a staple for many families, is down from $36 to $27. These locked prices come from tough negotiations with suppliers and are monitored by the ACCC to prevent hidden hikes elsewhere. For shoppers feeling the pinch of rising costs, seeing a familiar product with a guaranteed price tag offers a rare sense of stability. The promise stands until at least mid-2026, giving families time to plan and stretch their budgets with confidence. Woolworths shelves are getting a major makeover in 2026, and it's all about home brands. Shoppers will notice fewer big-name labels, about 10% less, making space for 3 distinct Woolworths own brand tiers. The Essentials range sits at the entry level with minimal, no-nonsense packaging and the lowest prices in the store. The standard Woolworths line, recognisable by its green and white branding, now covers a huge middle ground, offering everyday staples that aim to match or beat the leading brands. But it's the macro organic tier that stands out. Premium packaging, metallic accents, and a look that rivals the luxury brands you would see in a specialty grocer. Macro isn't just about organic ingredients, it's designed to feel like an upgrade, right down to the shelf placement and design. This overhaul isn't just cosmetic. By doubling down on home brands, Woolworths has lifted its own brand sales by 15% in the past year, giving shoppers more choice at every price point while tightening control over quality and supply. Woolworths is putting fresh, healthy meals within easy reach by launching more than 60 new ready-to-cook options in 2026. The and veg range stands out, with every product containing at least 20% vegetables. Think beef mince blended with carrot, onion, celery, and tomato, or chicken schnitzels that pack extra greens into every bite. Busy shoppers can grab stir-fry kits and tray bakes that go from fridge to table in under 10 minutes, cutting down prep time without sacrificing nutrition. For those looking to boost their veggie intake, the 3 serves soup line promises 3 full servings of vegetables in every pack. The bakery isn't just a morning affair anymore. Fresh bread, rolls and pastries are baked throughout the day, so there's always something warm on the shelves. These new lines are designed for families who want fast, healthier dinners, and for anyone hoping to eat better without spending hours in the kitchen. Convenience and nutrition are no longer at odds on the Woolworths shop floor. From January 1st, 2026, every Woolworths store, more than 2,000 nationwide, must accept cash for purchases under $500 during standard operating hours. This new law, introduced by the federal government, reverses years of cashless momentum and forces major retailers to accommodate all forms of payment. The change is more than a technical tweak. Stores that once phased out cash have had to retrofit their registers, install new safes, and upgrade point-of-sale systems. Staff are now retrained to handle cash again after years focused on digital payments. The mandate protects 2 million Australians who rely on cash, including many older shoppers and those in rural areas. Consumer groups like Coda Australia campaigned hard for the rule, arguing that digital-only stores left vulnerable people behind. For Woolworths, the adjustment means balancing high-speed tech with the reality that not every customer taps their phone or card, cash is back, and every checkout must be ready to count it. Labels are beginning to vanish from Woolworths shelves, replaced by QR codes and digital overlays. Shoppers are seeing the first wave of private label products in minimalist packaging, just a logo, a barcode, and little else. The real details now live in the cloud, ready to pop up on a smartphone or, for early adopters, through smart glasses like Vuzix. A quick scan unlocks everything from nutritional info to allergy warnings and carbon footprint data, all tailored to the shopper's preferences. Woolworths is watching moves in Europe closely, where supermarkets must now provide digital product passports under new EU rules. The aim is to cut down on packaging waste and make recycling easier. Early trials show a 12% reduction in shelf packaging by 2027, with less plastic and fewer printed labels. For shoppers, the experience feels futuristic. Picking up a product and seeing its story appear in real time, no clutter or confusion. As digital information replaces printed labels, the path to a more sustainable supermarket comes into sharper focus. Artificial intelligence is now shaping Woolworths stores from the inside out. Every night, over 2 terabytes of data flow through the TCS Optimera platform, analysing sales, weather, local events, and even nearby school holidays to predict what shoppers in each suburb will want next. Within 5 seconds, the system recommends a new shelf layout, moving the most popular products to eye level, shrinking space for slow sellers, and making room for trending lines before competitors even notice. In early pilots, this AI-driven approach saved more than 1,800 store hours a year by slashing the time spent on manual planning and resets. Store managers use a what-if tool to test new displays virtually, preventing costly trial and error on the shop floor. The result is a 3% sales lift in test locations and a sharp drop in wasted stock. Most shoppers never see these changes happening, but the impact is immediate. Fresher food, better stocked aisles, and a store that feels tailored to the neighbourhood week after week. Woolworths is now using advanced data analytics to transform the way it manages pricing and stock across its stores. By 2026, every transaction, shelf scan, and online order feeds into a central data platform, allowing the company to spot trends and respond almost instantly. 5% of products are automatically priced based on the buying habits and demographics of each suburb, a move that aims to match what local shoppers actually want, rather than relying on statewide averages. This system handles more than 1 million queries every second, drawing on sales data, weather patterns, and even local events to predict what will sell and when. The accuracy of these forecasts now sits above 90%, helping Woolworths avoid empty shelves and overstocked aisles. Since rolling out this technology, the rate of stockouts has dropped by nearly a quarter. For shoppers, that means the products they expect are more likely to be available and price changes reflect real demand in their own neighbourhood. A few kilometres outside Sydney, the Moorebank Logistics Hub is now the backbone of Woolworths' supply chain. This $1.3 billion project stretches over 75,000 square metres across 2 massive buildings, each designed for one purpose: move products from trucks to store shelves faster than ever before. Inside, automated guided vehicles glide along set paths, picking up pallets and dispatching them aisle-ready, no manual repacking needed. Every 30 seconds, a new load is unloaded, sorted, and set on its route, matching each store's layout, so restocking takes minutes, not hours. The hub can handle enough goods to replenish 1,000 Woolworths supermarkets, eliminating 26,000 truck trips from city roads every year. That's a major cut to both traffic congestion and emissions. The site has also created 800 ongoing jobs, from tech operators to logistics planners. With Moorebank running at full speed, Woolworths links its digital inventory data directly to physical movement, closing the gap between online orders, store shelves, and the next big leap in customer experience. Everyday Rewards is now the digital heart of shopping at Woolworths. The new app update gives live inventory for every product, right down to the last unit on the shelf. Before leaving home, shoppers check if their staples are in stock, milk, bread, even that one brand of oat milk. The app maps the fastest route through the aisles, shaving an average of 12% off total shop time. At checkout, tap to pay with your phone means no more digging for cards or cash. The AI inside the app learns each shopper's habits, suggesting recipes and deals based on what's running low at home. In early trials, 100,000 users rated the new system with a 95% satisfaction score, and basket sizes climbed by 5%. One parent summed it up: "I know exactly what's in store before I walk in, and I'm out the door in half the time." Across all 15 changes, one pattern stands out. Woolworths is fusing technology, data, and policy to reshape the very core of how Australians shop. Real-time personalisation, automation, and government mandates are converging at unprecedented speed. The future of groceries isn't just about convenience or price, it's about who controls the experience. In 2026, supermarket shopping becomes a test of adaptation for every Australian. Which change will impact you most?